Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today is Tuesday. We know yesterday was Memorial Day, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the weekend and you had a good holiday break. You actually took a moment to refresh yourself, right? And hopefully you came into the market today prepared. So today, Tuesday, y'all know I'm shooting the video off because yesterday we were out, right? But today we're going to talk about a couple things. But before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe to the video, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. So let's talk about it, right? Today the market was flat, but it was super volatile. I mean, I think I saw a lot of good things in this market. I could not tell whether it was going to go one way or other. However, it moved. It made some good moves, and I think that that's going to be key for tomorrow, especially seeing some of the news we've been getting. So let's check it out, right? The Dow Jones is currently closed down 0.67%. S&P 500 closed down 0.63%. The NASDAQ closed down 0.41%. And the Russell closed down 1.26%. While the VIX is also down 1.32%. I think this is important because check it out in the after hours, right? So we saw the numbers. The Dow was down 0.67% for the day. But in the after hours, it's recovered all of that. Same for the S&P 500, down 0.63, but recovered 0.54% in the after hours. NASDAQ up 0.52 in the after hours, but was down 0.41%. I think that's a good signal, you guys, especially knowing that we looked at our chart, right? We talked about this chart the other day and how this could essentially be the start of us starting to go back up, right? The maybe the beginning of a bull market in the short term. And I don't want to clean up all my lines yet, but one thing I want you guys to notice is this right here, right? So looking at this, you'll see that this thing is coming, right? We got here. Oh, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So here, and normally this right here is what we call the head and shoulders, right? And this is a signal for a bullish flag. And at this point, it just skyrockets up. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping to see that thing come down, back up, and take off to the moon. That's what I'm hoping to see. That is what I'm hoping to see. I mean, and this is the day chart. So over the next couple of days, I'm hoping to see things move kind of in that fashion. And that's going to be good for us, right? Because that means we get to see a lot of our favorite stocks, a lot of our favorite companies starting to go back up. So again, y'all got to pay attention to this, right? We look at our chart patterns. You guys know we got to pay attention to those. And that's one of them. So that is our inverse head and shoulders, right? So come down here and boom, straight up to the target price. So hopefully what we're seeing is very soon, and it's also a double bottom. So it could be the inverse head and shoulders or a double bottom, depending on how you look at it. And that's based on the day chart. So hopefully what we're seeing soon is a bull market. I know we've been suffering. We had 7 straight weeks of red days where we got abused and misused. So this is actually a double bottom just looking at it. But we got abused and misused, and hopefully you guys, we get to see some green days in our near future, in the near term. So one thing I thought was very important, I found this article. Stock futures rise slightly ahead of first day of June. Stock futures moved slightly higher on Tuesday evening as Wall Street turned the page to another month. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 197 points or 0.6%. Those for the S&P 500 ticked up about 0.5%, and the NASDAQ 100 futures gained roughly 0.5%. The move in futures came after a down day for stocks, with the Dow falling 222.8 points or 0.7% in a choppy trading session. They call it choppy, but basically it was very volatile. We saw a lot of up and down movement. A lot of time that money could be made. Because, I mean, we saw stock come down about 5%, come back up to that 1%, and then, I mean, really just trade flat all day. So it was a nice volatile day. You could have traded within the line, right, within a group. You saw I hit that bottom, supply and demand, basically. We could have traded based on supply and demand today. It would have been a really good day. Another good thing that I want to see, Biden and Fed Chair Powell meet as inflation dogs the global economy. Biden and Fed Chair Powell meet as inflation dogs the global economy. President Biden met with Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chair, at the White House on Tuesday as part of an effort to both sell Americans on a brightening view of the economy and reassure consumers that leaders in Washington are hard at work to slow rapidly rising prices. So now we know before that we had the Fed support, right? We finally got Biden jumping in here like, all right, you guys, I gotta help. We're gonna do something about it. White House officials cast the visit as a chance for Mr. Biden, who nominated Mr. Powell for a second term as Fed chair late last year, to congratulate him on his recent Senate confirmation. It was also the start of a month-long attempt to convince the public that his inflation is coming under control and that the economy is performing far better than Mr. Biden's polling numbers would suggest. So that's going to bring us back to one thing, right? That FUD, that fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I had to check out our fear and greed meter. So we know last week, looking at this, our previous close on Friday was a 21. Today we only moved up just a little bit, 22. So it's very possible that we could continue to see some red days. But just looking at the charts and seeing how things are trading right now, I am feeling very good about this. I am really hoping to see some green weeks, not green days. I am really hoping to see some green weeks in our short-term future. That is not to say that it's going to hold green, but I do believe we will see some green. If we don't, I think this week and next week will definitely be some major determining factors. But I'm hoping to see that in the future. The charts are telling me that we should see something positive, though, coming soon. And that's what I got. So one thing that I want you guys to make sure you pay attention to, right? You guys saw my levels, right? Hopefully you guys are paying attention. Y'all saw my red and green levels on there. Pay attention to those, because if it breaks past those certain points on the 5 minutes, on the 5 minute, 15 minute, 10 minute charts, we'll be looking to take call options this week. I definitely took a call option today. I took a trade on Tesla, and I took a put option on the way down in Tesla, because again, I tell you, very volatile, went both ways. So I want you guys to make sure you keep your eyes open. One thing I'm going to try to do is I'm definitely going to hope to get this options video out to you all this week, and I'm going to try and make just a standard play for you guys to put out there so that you guys can try your luck at your very first option play. But I want to make sure that I teach you well enough so that you don't make a mistake on your first trade. Again, this is just one. It's just the start of showing you how you can make money trading in the stock market. But for now, I thank you guys for joining the journey to become wealthy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.